I'm Barry Sandoval. Check out this enormous John Byrne piece recreating the battle from the famous Days of Future Past story. And look at the guy in the middle, that's of course Wolverine, and that brings me to our cover lot, which is the highlight piece of this auction. It's Herb Trimpe, Incredible Hulk number 180, the final page 32, and of course that's the first ever appearance of Wolverine. Now let's move back a few decades, more than a few decades, to Winsor McCay's Little Nemo in Slumberland. This is a huge piece, 30 by 38, and maybe the best Little Nemo that we've ever offered. 1938, Alex Raymond, this is a Flash Gordon Sunday, which is a fine example, and it's also notable that if you look at panel 2, that panel was used to create a US postage stamp in 1995. Here's another one of the masters, Frank Frazetta, Personal Love number 24, page 1. And now for some Silver Age masters, Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers, what a team they were, and this is the Human Torch splash from Strange Tales number 103. More Kirby, Avengers number 2, page 22. This is the Hulk leaving the Avengers after only the second issue. You might remember he was one of the founding members of the team. Here he says goodbye in a scene everyone will remember. Now, the Hulk left the Avengers after just 2 stories. Sunfire quit the X-Men even sooner than that. This is page 2 of X-Men number 94, one of the big 1970s key issues. Everybody's just had one adventure together and Sunfire says he's out. More Marvel, Steve Ditko, Amazing Spider-Man number 22, page 10. Check out that great panel on the middle tier. And you know, to him life is a great big bang up, and whenever there's a hang up, you'll find the Spider-Man. Now on the comic strip front, in the more modern era, here's Bill Watterson, a Calvin and Hobbes daily. As you probably know, everybody wants one, and very few people can find one because there are very few on the collector's market. Now, one of the highlights of the auction is the collection of Gary Arlington, the owner of the San Francisco Comic Book Company. The collection includes lots of outstanding underground art, but also lots of EC art, like this Jack Davis story from Vault of Horror number 18, and some excellent EC comic books where you see a couple here. The Tales of Terror Annual 3 is tied for the highest graded copy. Other comic book highlights, Daredevil Battles Hitler, it's Daredevil Comics number 1, 9.6. Wonder Comics number 1, 9.4. This was the comic that prompted DC to sue Fox, saying that Wonder Man was a ripoff of Superman. And they were pretty much right, so you didn't hear too much more out of Wonder Man after that. Here's an original owner copy of All American Comics number 16, first appearance of Green Lantern. And here's Adventure Comics number 40, that is the first appearance of the Sandman. We also have tons of timely comics in this auction, and here's one of the more notable ones, Captain America Comics number 1. And a couple of Silver Age highlights are this X-Men number 1, graded 8.5. And another Silver Age highlight is Amazing Spider-Man number 1, that's graded very fine, 8.0. I also forgot to mention earlier this great run of early Action Comics with early Superman appearances, that some of which you see sitting right here. And another lot I wanted to give special mention to, please look on our website for the Blank Page project that goes to benefit the Hero Initiative, which helps former comic creators in need. There's 1,400 other lots in the auction that I didn't have time to get to, so please look at all of them on ha.com.